Hang on, the trajectory mo-
It's roughly the same size as the object we detected from Mars initially.
Now that it's an asteroid, given its heading, it could. Starlight one.
Just don't know when.
English, English. Di primera mano. Abi, Abi bola. English. What are you doing? What do you mean? Alien.
It's another one of the machines.
Over here.
Do you really think we're gonna be able to?
Alien tong post na pinapanood ko. Ay, iba pa yung pinapanood ko. Awesome. Walang isa.
Could have turned the job down.
Oh, yeah. And a very expensive phone working out for you, huh, kiddo?
Point take.
Are they firing guns at the sphere? I'm still thinking with smart people. That combined with your straight A's should do the rest. Besides, now we got way more time for camping.
Do we? Because we're not getting to that campsite for at least another 3 hours. And you still have to go in and grab those papers.
And I'll be really quick. Hey, pinky swear. Wait, I'm gonna go with you. What? I have to pee! Hey, let's wait in the car, okay? You remember the code, right? Of course I do. I'm gonna make sure. 2 files, then we're gone.
I keep myself occupied.
Found them.
Could have waited till Tuesday. No one else is working until then.
No way. You'll be doing nothing but staring at wide open night skies. A better time to corroborate our new findings.
Dad, look at this.
Probably just something on the lens.
No, it's advancing with each image. Come on, here, take a look.
Slide over.
What is it? I've never seen any space junk or spaceship like this, at least that you've shown me before. Do you think this has anything to do with the fast burst anomaly signal that you picked up last year? I mean, it's coming from the same direction.
The Rubicon signal?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're looking at, but maybe I can figure out the trajectory. Hey, it's probably just private sector. Maybe even military. You know, we're not always made privy to their bills, especially the international ones. Usually made aware of the launch date. Dr. Devlin, this is Dr. Morrow of the Maryland Observatory. We have a UAP sighting, possibly military or maybe private, but I'm not seeing anything on the schedule. Yeah, sending images and coordinates now. Go right outside.
I want to listen.
Go. Change of plans. Go back to the farmhouse. We'll be out in a minute.
But I'm the one who found
Go.
it. Why?
Now. Yes, yeah, I'm still here. Of course. First sighting was at 0813.
Thank you, Dr. Morrow. We'll be in touch. Get me on the phone with President McCoy or SecDef Greer, now.
Mr. President, sir, I just confirmed the UAP with Dr. Kate Devlin at NASA.
You sure it's not just a failed satellite that's fallen out of orbit?
No, sir, it appears to be a nearly perfect sphere. No known configuration matches this. Russia and China deny involvement. They're watching it too.
What's its trajectory?
NASA and our military place it directly towards the East Coast, sir, near New York City.
All right, let's put the National Guard on standby. We'll issue a shelter in place for Manhattan and the surrounding area. That should do it.
They'll do, sir. I'll also divert AWAC to intercept the monitor.
No, Ash, I want a lot of eyeballs on this.
Chief? Yes. Put all carrier strike groups on alert.
Everybody sufficiently scienced out? Can we go have fun now?
Wait till you hear what we found.
Is it more important than camping?
Hey, I'm really sorry, honey, but we gotta follow up on something we found. Yes, champ, you found. Damn it.
Shouldn't have gotten rid of the 250.
No way. EV all the way. You made the right choice, Dad.
What's wrong with that? What am I doing wrong?
Whoa, we're zapped and we have no idea how to fix it.
Hey,
Dad?
hey, we can fix this.
See?
Told you. All right, seatbelts. Mr. President.
It's half the size of the Capitol Rotunda.
The estimate is 40 feet in diameter.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah. Oh, sir, this is our science advisor, Dr. Grace Whitney.
Thank you, Secretary. There's no detectable activity in the UAP since its arrival. It's an anomaly.
Why is it an anomaly?
Mr. President, it's a perfect sphere. That's not natural except in geodes, and those would shatter like glass on impact.
Coupled with the fact that no agency, military intelligence, or the scientific community believes this is of terrestrial origin.
Okay, we know what it isn't. But what is it?
We can't ignore the possibility of an extraterrestrial hostile threat. We need to swiftly assess the situation, sir.
Agreed. We Get an investigative team on the ground right away. Doctor, the scientist who originally spotted the anomaly, do you have any background on him?
Yes, sir. Dr. Jeff Morrow, widower, 2 kids. He is an astrophysicist with a PhD from Caltech, specializing in astrobiology. He was at that Space Policy Institute just a few months ago. He discovered that fast radio anomaly, the one that he nicknamed the Rubicon signal. You met him last year.
Yes, and you dismissed his theory.
He thought it was an attempt at communication. First contact. That's why he named it what he did. Our entire universe would change if this was extraterrestrial. And no scientific community ever confirmed that. It was radio signals emitted by hydrogen. Unusual, yes, but not completely unheard of. In fact, most likely some are saying that it would be a neutron star in its final death throes.
Or a precursor of a giant metal ball falling from the sky. He obviously knows his stuff. He's not afraid to speak up, and if we had listened to him then, we'd be in a better position now. I want him on the team.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we must consider potential dangers here. I reckon full mobilization.
Ash, I understand your concern, but we need more answers before we start pointing guns at it.
No answer. I told him it was urgent and to call me back.
We don't have time for this. Have them send a chopper.
So there's got to be people available with similar or better qualifications.
Maybe, but clearly Morrow has a clarity that they don't have. We need that now. Grace, I want you to coordinate the military and NASA. Ash, you have to make sure that our troops are prepared for any scenario.
Yes, sir.
Really, Adam? A whole box of beef jerky?
When the aliens attack, you'll be thanking me.
Dad, it's not really aliens, right?
Why don't you kids go inside and make some lunch, okay? I'll finish up here.
Dad, it's only 9:30. And I know when you're dodging the question. Going in the house. Dad, what's going on?
I don't know. You stay here.
Dr. Morrow?
Yes, I'm Dr. Morrow.
Captain Jack, Patrick Space Force Base.
Kids, hey, go back to the car.
Is this about that dot I found at the observatory?
Adam? Well, is my son right?
I have orders from President McCoy to fly you directly to New York.
Fly me? I'm sorry, Captain, I can't. I'm on vacation with my kids. Wait, why New York?
That object you found, it's sitting in the East River.
Wait, but it landed. I mean, you have teams to excavate that. So you haven't excavated. Why haven't you excavated? What do you need from me?
I'll explain to you in the air. Let's go.
Leanne, is your cell phone working yet?
No.
My car lost power. And suddenly our cell phones died. The car came back, but I think whatever's in New York hit one of our satellites on its way into our orbit.
What's going on?
Okay. I'll go. But under one condition. Go where? Using a frequency modulation radio with my kids. You know, the old school kind? That way I can stay in constant communication with them, especially if another satellite goes down.
Dad, where are you going?
I'll get one.
I have to go to New York.
I'm going.
No, you're staying here with your sister, okay?
If this is about that dot that we found at the observatory, then I'm the one that found it.
Leanne, Adam, Captain Jack is going to set you up with the radio. We'll be in constant communication. Hope to be back before tonight, okay?
This is all set up. All you need to do is power it on, push that button, and talk to your dad in the helo. Can we go now?
This sucks, and you know it.
I know. I'm sorry. I love you guys.
Hurry, John.
I'll be back tonight, okay? I promise. Stay safe. I suppose we could drive there, right?
Soldier on the dock. Kids watching. You save the world. Let's go.
Dad hates to fly.
this really be important?
We've established a solid perimeter around the East River and evacuated the press and any civilians. In the meantime, we've deployed surveillance drones around the anomaly.
But there's been no activity from the object.
Our reconnaissance team has reported no change.
It's just sitting there. No reaction whatsoever. No signal, no light. What is it, a ship and the crew died on impact? Or are they in hypersleep? Or worse, are they readying for an attack?
All good questions we hope Dr. Morrow can help us answer.
What's the status of Morrow?
Somewhere over Pennsylvania.
Dr. Morrow is en route with Captain Jaffe, and he should be here shortly. But until they arrive, as Secretary Greer mentioned, we deployed surveillance drones. National Guard is evacuating Manhattan and surrounding boroughs. We cannot allow this to turn into a circus.
No matter what, that's going to take time. New Yorkers will not be told what to do. Good idea to get started. Thank you, sir.
We've also reached out to key allies and are sharing what little information we have, as well as coordinating response strategies.
Are we the only country with the UAP?
So far, there's been no indication of similar craft elsewhere.
I guess that's a good thing. All right, gentlemen, keep me posted.
She telling me the president's team and NASA think the Rubicon signal and this UAP are related? My son was right?
Yep. You were right predicting it was some kind of communication. Now we're hoping you can figure out a way to communicate with it.
Wait, do they think there's life forms on board?
That's the reason you're here, Doc. You're a xenobiologist. You look for any life, I look for any trouble. Perfect team up. It's for you, Doc.
Hello? Hey, Dad. You got the radio to work.
Dad, we're watching the news about that sphere in New York. Isn't that where you're going? Dad, they don't know what it is. I don't think you're safe.
Listen, you stay inside, okay? Do not leave unless you hear directly from me or Captain Jaffe, okay?
Okay, be careful.
Love you.
Leanne! Leanne, I can't hear you, honey. Honey! I don't suppose there's any way I can get you to airlift my kids to the West Coast.
If it comes down, we can look at our options. Listen, Doc. My folks live in Pennsylvania, near the Ohio border. Not exactly the West Coast, but we need something immediate. Make sure all the right phone calls are made, all right? Take care of your family.
Thank you, Captain. We're in uncharted territory.
Yeah, that's why the president wants us to gather information on this thing. Especially while it's still unmoving. Oh. That reminds me. What do you know about drones?
I mean, a little. I bought one for my son. I play with that thing more than he does.
Well, that's good. We need to launch some at the sphere. I need you to take readings and gather information while I fly. Can you handle that?
Okay.
You okay there, cowboy?
Captain Jaffe, what's your location?
ETA 3 minutes, sir.
Do you have all the equipment you need?
We're readying the drone protocol put in place by Dr. Whitney, sir.
Where's the setup device?
Laptop and back. You okay to get it? You okay, Doc?
We need to get the sensor readings before we use any of the more destructive equipment.
No, you get that started. We'll make sure we're good elsewhere.
Copy.
Mr. President, we have all the equipment the doc asked for. Spectral analyzer, infrared cameras, sonic drones, red, green, and UV lasers.
Good. Gentlemen, stand by.
NASA has found no evidence of further vehicular anomalies.
Yes.
Yet, this may be the only one, but they'll continue to scan until we give them the all clear.
Let's hope so. Situation report?
Should the anomaly react in a hostile manner, we are prepared to contain or destroy it.
Destroy it?
We'll be ready, Mr. President. We have a Triton sub in the harbor. All torpedoes are fully locked and loaded. We have 10 fully armed Blackhawks in close proximity. A phalanx of tanks and mobile cannons will be stationed offshore. 5 F-35s will be circling at 20,000 feet. We're ready.
That's fine for the immediate area, but what about the city? What about Manhattan?
National Guard is overseeing evacs out of the city, and they're doing their best to maintain the order of circuit.
Mr. President, do you concur that sufficient precautions are in place for this operation?
I concur. Captain Jaffe, did you copy all that?
I did, sir.
Proceed.
Not clear. Go to the anomaly now, sir. We're heading in.
Gentlemen, if you'll excuse me.
We good?
Blur cams are operational.
Blur cams.
Forward-looking infrared cameras. They see heat. They work great in smoke or dust. Basically, the brass is seeing everything we're seeing right now.
Okay. Let's go say hello. Passive scans are done. No reaction from the UAP. Telemetry readings are flat across the board.
Ah, odds.
There are no additional heat, cold, radiation of any kind. It's not even there. But we can see it, so we know it reflects light. That makes me want to see what a laser can do to it.
We should move on to the physical testing.
This is physical testing.
Mr. President, did you see that?
We all did. The UAP is hostile. General Vargas, send in the Blackhawks. Engage.
I'm sure there's a chance it was just maybe reacting to what happened.
You may want to get out of the way.
Copy that, sir. I'm on it. We're hit! Hang on!
We lost Jaffe's clear cam signal.
Get me a picture, people.
On it, sir.
Mr. President, it attacked us again.
General, give it hell.
All forces, authorization Alpha Bravo. 5-5. Fire at will. Where's that picture?
Network is down, sir. I'm working on it.
Captain Jaffe, do you report? Commander Chow, do you copy? Somebody give me some eyeballs on this now. Hello? Report.
Can we get satellite imagery of New York? We're blind here.
All forces, status report.
Commander Chow, sit rep.
Can anybody hear us?
Captain Jaffe, report.
We have communication. Postal forecast, sir. We have indication. Superior tower defensive line.
Colonel, how soon can you get them in the air? Good. Do it.
Detail, soldiers. We lost visuals. Sir, it extruded weapons and fired directed energy blasts at us. Our armor and weapons were just entirely ineffective against it.
Captain, are you in position to observe and report on the enemy's activities?
Affirmative, sir. We'll maintain the flight status we've got. 3/4 of a tank of fuel left in reserve.
Maintain an open radio channel. You're our eyes and ears until we get backup.
We're scrambling 10 Raptors from McGuire. They're about 10 minutes out.
Excited to see some payback, sir. Let's get this son of a bitch.
Ash, we need more fighters from bases further out. Make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Where the hell are my visuals?
We're working on it, sir.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yes.
In front. Captain Jaffe, you still with us?
Sir, the UAP has retracted its weapons and is headed towards the city.
We believe it's trying to avoid our counter strikes by hiding amongst civilian structures.
I don't think that's its plan, sir. It's plowing through buildings like they're made of cardboard.
Ask him where it's headed.
You have any idea where the sphere is headed?
We don't know its intended destination. It's headed inland in a straight line, ignoring all obstacles. Just going right through them, sir.
Captain, listen to me. Protect yourself, but we have to know where that damn thing is headed. You understand?
Understood. Copy that.
Loud and clear, Mr. President. This thing is clearly headed somewhere. It's had no deviation whatsoever to its path.
Is the sphere firing any sort of ordnance?
Oh, it doesn't need to. It's just driving right through everything.
General, let's call the mayor, have him issue a shelter-in-place order for all the people who didn't leave when we told them to before. Leaving now would be like walking into a death trap.
Yes, sir.
We'll activate the civil defense network. All the people on the street take shelter in the subway. We gotta have the streets clear.
Already on it, sir. National Guard troops have begun civilian evacs for all cities along the eastern seaboard. We're telling everyone to move far inland as possible.
All right, include all the neighboring states because the whole East Coast is a war zone.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I don't want to talk out of turn, but maybe it's time to address the nation. Might be a lot of misinformation going on out there.
Dr. Morrow, perhaps you should tend to your own affairs.
No, he's right. We need to tell the people what's happening. They are in the middle of it. There's no getting around that.
Visual City. Wala lang nanonood. 2, 4, 6, 7.
The news stations are all over it.
I need to address the issue.
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna tell them the truth.
Over it.
I need to address the issue.
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna tell them the truth.
This helicopter okay after being hit by shrapnel? Hey, should we be following the sphere? Do we need to land?
You're fine, Doc. Relax. Keep your handled yourself pretty well back there for someone who's afraid of flying.
It's not that I'm afraid. I just know that safety percentages.
Sure. That's fine, Doc. I mean, everyone's afraid of something, right?
What are you afraid of?
Me? I'm a soldier. I'm not allowed to be afraid of anything.
I still see a lot of people trying to get out.
Evacuating a city is never a fast process.
Are they firing guns at the sphere? We have to get them out of there.
We're too far away. There's no time. We have our orders.
They never had a chance.
Listen, that's gonna be all of us if we don't figure out a way how to stop that thing.
How? It destroys everything that gets near it.
We observe, we report, we work smart, and we find a weakness.
If it has one.
Listen to me, Doc. That's your job, is to find a weakness in that thing.
Captain, clear that area. I got 10 Raptors coming in weapons hot.
But there's still thousands of people out there trying to get out.
Negative, General. Massive civilian casualties if you engage. Repeat. Massive civilian casualties if you engage. Report.
Your call, sir.
This is Strike Team Leader. Approaching the sphere. Standing by.
Sir. I may not have much of a legacy after today, but it won't be over this. Abort.
Raptor Commander, abort strike. I say again, abort strike.
Copy that, General. Breaking off attack.
Bravo Alpha 1010. Confirm. Sir, you realize a day will come when you won't have that option. And if that day comes, if there is no option, I will make that call. Thank you, sir. I'll pray to God it doesn't come to me.
Did you see that? It slowed down for the first time.
Okay, that's something. But is it good or is it bad?
I don't know. I can't tell if it's slow because it liked the electricity or if it...
Didn't like it. Either way, we need to find out, though. General Borges.
We heard it stopped. Let's try and get closer without attracting its attention. And get us more intel now.
Copy that, sir. Will do.
I'm gonna call my kids before we get too close.
The UAP is continuing to move inland. The amount of devastation in its wake is staggering. Here you can see military helicopters firing on it, but there seems to be little or no effect on the UAP. It seems to come some sort of heat or positive bonus.
Dad? Where are you?
Did you see those explosions on the news? What's going on?
Get Adam!
He's here.
Dad? Are you okay? I'm still in the helicopter. Listen, are the phones working yet?
Yes.
Hey, got it. That's good.
Everything might be back. Listen, I want you to load up the car. Pack up the cases of water.
The food, battery chargers, this radio ad.
All of it.
Are we leaving? I thought you said to stay.
Oh, I know, but I just want you to be ready. Got it?
Aren't we safe here? You told us to stay here.
Yes, but I...
Just be ready for anything. Get the car ready.
Listen, honey, I gotta go.
I love you guys. I'll check back in later.
That was weird, right?
I'll pack the food. You take care of the water?
Do you have any kids?
I did.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Hey, how low can we get this thing? I want to look on the other side and see what the electricity did to it.
All right, I don't want to get so close they don't see us as a threat, but... Let me see what I can do, Doc.
They shouldn't be here.
Civilian helicopter, leave the area immediately. You are in danger, repeat. Leave the
They're close, they're close.
Auto gyro! Freezes are done! You're going down! Hang on!
Sir, President Alexei Barakov has initiated a call on the Moscow-Washington line.
Fidelity text confirmed.
Confirmed, vetted, and secure, sir. We've also had an urgent request from the General Secretary of the Chinese Military Commission.
Well, this could be offers of assistance or simply a situation update. Regardless, I will take my leave temporarily.
Orders, sir?
Standing orders. Continue operations as currently established.
Yes, sir.
Get me General Trowell on the line.
Quick, my equipment! Leave it up!
Oh, easy, easy, folks.
You guys are the luckiest bastards I've ever seen. Because that bean just took out the rest of those news choppers right after y'all went down. There were more?
Private, where's your commanding officer?
I'm in, sir.
I'm sorry, Pat.
We were securing an evacuation when all of a sudden that damn bowling ball breached our positions in seconds.
Do you have a sat phone?
No, sir. I was hoping maybe you guys... What? There's one on the chopper.
No, Doc, wait, no! Doc, you okay? Hang on, Shepard. Hang on. Easy. Easy, 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 easy. Doc, are you hit?
No, I'm okay.
All right. That should hold for now. Stop the bleeding.
Captain, you're the best.
Yes, you was right. That's what the work is.
How's he doing?
He's all right for now, but we gotta get real medical attention. Folks first. Where's your phone? No.
Wait, you don't know the password.
Don't need one. You can dial 911 from every cell phone, even if it's locked. Once I get an operator, you're good to go. These cell towers are still on. Don't worry, Doc. Have us have a helo back to Washington as soon as possible.
Gentlemen, welcome to Washington, D.C. President McCoy is temporarily engaged in affairs of the state. At ease, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
What does that mean?
It means when world leaders call asking questions about our situation, he has to answer.
Understood. Who do we report to?
You're talking to Secretary of Defense Ash Greer, Dr. Morrow, Captain Jaffe. We're grateful for the first-hand intelligence you provide.
Thank you, sir. Hopefully it's something you can use.
Actually, a news helicopter did.
Well,
They captured a moment just before it was shut down.
Well, let's take a look.
Dr. Morrow, we're about to begin a major operation. It's something we can discuss after the specs engagement. Should prove necessary.
Where's the sphere now?
About into the upper bay, just north of the Jersey Shore.
Where we have 4 Navy destroyers waiting for it to clear the spring quadrant.
Once it enters the water, it will be subjected to a fusillade of 10-inch shells, as well as a simultaneous missile aerial strike from 10 F-22 Raptors.
We have a battery of tanks on the Jersey side to prevent its egress from the bay.
Sir, conventional weapons don't seem to work against it. It just destroys whatever it perceives as a threat.
Nothing beats a try, but a failure, Dr. Morrow.
Satellite imaging on screen.
Mr. Secretary? Spearhead! Talon! You are weapons free. Fire at will.
This is Spearhead, reading you loud and clear. Commencing fire, sir.
General, sit rep. The attack appears to be working, sir.
The sphere slowed down.
It could be adapting.
Yeah.
Tankers, stand down. Do not engage. I repeat, do not engage. All units, retreat. Do not engage. Get the hell out of there.
Analysis. We just lost a lot of good people. I need to know why.
Changed tactics. It didn't even use its beam pilots. At all. It took our own missiles and used them against us. Yeah, they just tested that tactic for the first time. Or they just wanted us to know they could do it. Either way.
General, what are we dealing with here?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
So this is the footage from the news helicopters?
Yes, that's the last footage that the news helicopter sent back. There. That's where it paused. Do you see how the electricity flows around the sphere?
We saw this in person. It's like the electricity is holding it there. It's just...
And do you see how the ripple effects on the sphere right before it plows into the power station?
We saw this little effect when it got hit by the tails. Yeah, but we didn't see that ripple effect when Jerome pointed the laser beam. No, that first beam was the equivalent of a capsule. Essentially harmless. But they believe it may have been triggered by some hostile act.
So, what's going on here? Doctor. And you are a doctor, correct? So, is this an it, or is it a they? Is it a machine that we have to break, or is it some kind of alien alien soldier that we need to kill?
I honestly don't know, sir, but I'm not sure how that matters.
It matters to me.
Well, if there are life forms on board, they're very well protected. If it is akin to a drone, then it's just going to keep doing what it does until it runs out of power.
We figured that out for ourselves, Dr.
Mr. President,
Mr. Secretary, Dr. Morrow has the floor.
Yes, sir.
You have enough problems without issues of respect.
Yes, sir. Were discussions productive?
As much as they can be with world leaders who have access to nuclear weapons and are more concerned about our lack of progress.
We appreciate your candor.
Good news is that they have offered access to their military and university science division.
Good. That's a lot of extra brain power and potential firepower to bring to the table.
Well, let's make use of it. Your respective counterparts will be linking to you shortly.
Thank you, sir. I'm looking forward to it, sir.
Let's go.
Dr. Whitney, has NASA reported any further smears or objects?
No, but they've got all available observatories and satellites watching the skies.
Okay. I believe we should follow up on this observation that electricity or electromagnetic energy in the power station affected.
I agree. But completely correlating this data is going to take a lot of time,
Which
so
is
we're
the
going to
one
have
thing
to...
we have pressed a little of. Thank you. You aren't the only people who have scientists on speed dial. I've just received an alternate plan from a certain think tank in Geneva.
Sorry?
The European Council for Nuclear Research? No, they run the collider.
They run the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. They deal exclusively with cutting-edge technology.
Yes, that's true, sir, but...
Mr. Morrow,
Doctor.
Dr. Morrow, they have a workable plan. Do you?
No. Not as of yet, but that's why we need more time to analyze the data.
CERN has analyzed the data, and they have a proposal which we can implement now.
Now.
Doctor, sit down. Please. Mr. Secretary, proceed.
Thank you. I just received confirmation that my colleagues in CERN have designed a definitive strike.
Why are we just hearing about this now?
They're working out the math, sir, which you can appreciate, Doctor. At any rate, they feel a direct payload of liquid nitrogen will freeze at least a portion of the sphere before it has a chance to attack, whereupon repetitive direct hits should crack it open like an eggshell.
Yeah, it's like putting a rubber ball in liquid nitrogen. Drop it, it'll shatter the glass.
What do you think, Tomorrow?
I mean, it's technically viable, but how the hell are you going to get liquid nitrogen? Are you going to drop it from a tree?
General? The Sikorsky King Stallion can easily carry a thing of liquid nitrogen.
The Warthog A-10s have the precision and accuracy to pound that thing over and over again, get the job done.
Get me Colonel Watt at the 87th Air Base Wing and Line.
Sir, you're going to need somebody to blaze that target and guide those gunners.
We've done enough, soldier.
You know that's never the answer, sir.
Take care of yourself, Captain.
Trust.
Look, can I just be the voice of reason and point out that we don't know what's going to spill out of that Easter egg when we crack it open?
This is why we need a training server in the field. Thank you for volunteering, Doctor.
Volunteer.
Come on, Doc. Break the team now. Let's do this. Let's go.
Good trick.
I'm glad they were able to evacuate.
Me too. If we're pointing another laser at the sphere, we need to make sure we do not miss.
Why?
We have to keep a pinpoint on the co-device formed by the liquid nitrogen, not the sphere's surface. If we do, it might notice us.
I'm keeping us at a distance that seems to be safe, Doc. If we stay at least 200 feet away, it's ignoring us.
Okay. Okay. I'm trusting you.
I'll keep the bird steady. You do your part. Ice, guns, shatter. The hogs will lock in on the beam. This will be over in no time. Trust me.
You know what I don't understand? Where is it going? Why is it going there so slowly? It's like they want us to shoot at it.
Look, I don't have a problem with that, Doc. This thing has killed thousands of people. It needs to be stopped and put down hard, now.
This thing just doesn't make sense.
Look, it doesn't need to. It just needs to be dead. Hammer, this is Skywatch. We're in position. Drop the payload.
He's working.
Yeah, direct hit. Yes! Is a target, Doc. Right there, top of the sphere. Strike team, target is lit. Take this bastard out now! Damn it. Nice, it's disintegrated, but the sphere looks undamaged.
It's not moving, though. Maybe it was affected.
All right, I'm gonna call for them to make another run.
Wait, hold on, do not fire! Look, there, at the bottom, it's beginning to ripple. Just like it did for the last attacks.
All right, I'm backing up to get the Warthog's clearance.
Call off the second wave! We all need to evac now!
Abort! Abort! Hang on!
Land this thing right now! With the laser target in the sky!
Good call, Doc. Hang on! Doctor, coming outside! We gotta walk right back! This is Skywatch. The operation was a total failure. Repeat, total failure. Turn into base. Damn it!
The sphere is now firing beams and destroying power stations. There's parts of New Jersey without power.
Does the sphere change course?
No, on the same course, south of New Jersey. But electrical power stations within a 20-mile radius are blowing up.
It's crippling our infrastructure. We need other options. Damn metal ball not being impervious to everything we have.
It's either deflected or defeated every single conventional weapon that we've thrown at it.
The Royal Canadian Air Force is dispatching a squadron of CE-145C Vigilance aircraft, ETAs 4 hours in.
Having more eyes in the sky is a good thing, but we need superior firepower. Has anybody else offered anything?
We've shared every bit of intel with the scientific community and the military of all nations. They're working on their own data analysis.
They all want to help in their own way, but they're all wary they might be next, so everyone is all attentive to themselves, and we can't say that and blame them.
CERN's working out another plan.
Dr. Morrow returns. Have him integrate himself with all these scientific agencies. This is no longer just an American problem.
Yes, sir.
Make sure he gets access to that video we've been asking about. If he's on to something, we're going to need it pronto.
Assembling it now.
Let's have that video sent up to the SATCOM room. Have copies sent over to JPL, NASA, and Space Lab, and any other armchair space nerd that Morrow trusts.
Absolutely, sir.
Let's go, people. We're not living in a vacuum. Let's get some eyeballs on this.
Where's Captain Jaffe now?
He should be landing in McGuire by now.
All right, Doc. Look at this. Thank God. Sit down.
I am never, ever getting back on one of those things ever again.
Truth is, I've done much worse. So you need to walk it off, Doc. You got way bigger problems to deal with.
You're right, Captain. I'm sorry.
It's you. Starting to rub off on you. Make a soldier out of you yet. I gotta check in. Let's go.
Captain, I know we lost a lot of people. I know we're missing something. I'm missing something.
Hey, do not go down that path, Doc. Right? NASA and CERN haven't figured out a way to stop that damn thing. Do not do it to yourself.
You know, I keep going back to it. I keep thinking about that incident at the power plant. I mean, you saw it, right? It stopped for a reason. Just figure out why.
What do you need?
I need to look at all the available data. Wait, do we have access to that footage here?
Yeah, I can get it.
No, speak to Dr. Devlin and NASA.
There's a phone in the office. Come on. There you go. All right, I'll be back.
Devlin here.
Dr. Devlin? It's Dr. Morrow. Has your agency detected any other spheres in orbit?
No.
Or anyone else? ESA? Roscosmos?
No, no one's reported anything.
Would you be able to backtrack and give an estimate on its point of origin?
Already on it. We detected a faint radiation trail that we've been backtracking.
Where's it leading back to?
Deep space. Jeff, your fast radio burst theory, your Rubicon signal. We said it was a random burst of noise. You said it was an attempted first contact.
It wasn't.
We have concluded the source of the radiation trail and the FRB have the same point of origin. Hang on, Jeff. We may have something for you.
No? No what?
Dr. Morrow, your FRB was a warning. We found even more spheres. And they're in our solar system close to Jupiter. Dr. Morrow, we may have a doomsday situation on our hands.
10 spheres situated around Jupiter. Are you kidding me?
NASA tracked the origin of the first sphere. It's the same exact location as Dr. Morrow's fast radio burst.
The Rubicon signal that he said was extraterrestrial communication.
The origin point led us to these 10 more spheres, ready to attack at a moment's notice.
Jesus, struggling with one. Sir, we need to alert our allies.
I'm very sorry, sir, but there's more.
What am I looking at here?
In addition to the 10 spheres, Dr. Morrow and Dr. Dublin believe that it's actually a fleet. Extraterrestrial ships ready to finish the job.
Has this been verified?
It's the same exact location as Dr. Morrow's FRB.
It doesn't make any sense. Why would E.T. give us a roadmap to where they're hiding?
Well, we don't think that's what they did. We think that the last planet that they destroyed was a warning to us.
A bit of a tough logic.
Possibly. But NASA is retargeting the Hubble and the James Webb, so we will know soon enough.
This is an extraterrestrial fleet.
It is the most logical conclusion given the available data, sir.
Now, is this fleet en route?
We don't know, but NASA is checking as we speak.
They start to advance.
We think that they're going to send the 10 ships near Jupiter first.
I mean, it could just be more drones. What? I guess we shouldn't rule out something like a first wave of alien soldiers. Either way, Mr. President, it would be prudent to assume that we are facing an imminent hostile invasion.
Hey, Captain Jeff, is that tomorrow?
Patch me through to Captain Jaffe.
Let's go.
Shout out sa 2 viewers natin dyan.
You got Dr. Morrow there with you?
Yes, sir.
Neil Dandenya. Hi. Welcome to
Dr.
live.
Morrow, are there any further details you can
Welcome to
provide
my
me with
live.
regarding this fleet?
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Had any idea that there was potentially something out there 3 months ago?
You talk to Dr. Whitney.
I'm watching movie
Sir, I am fully
to
convinced that it is a
Billy
probe.
Billy.
Probe.
It's collecting our data,
A
sir.
little bit.
Probing our defenses.
My English is a little bit.
I kept asking myself, why? Why is it moving so slowly? It wants us to shoot.
Which we have been.
Just like we're supposed to, sir. Every time we attack it, it just relays our defenses to its main fleet.
The units we discovered near Jupiter.
That's the
Where you
world
from,
anymore.
Neil?
All the ships
Neil.
are sold. But if you're unmanned weaponry or full-on alien soldiers, you need to be prepared for it all.
What is this based on?
It's empirical, sir. But Dr. Devlin thinks it's a possibility too. But that's it. That's all I got.
Anyone else?
Mr.
Sri
President,
Lanka.
I concur with Dr. Dublin and Dr.
Hello
Morrow.
to all Sri Lanka.
This is a basic military strategy. It's assembling its forces. It's sending out its scouts to verify enemy position and strength. It's going to soften up its targets and invade when the resistance has been eliminated.
Where is this sphere now?
It's just outside of Baltimore, sir. where it's been systematically targeting our electrical power substation.
I have family in Baltimore.
All of Baltimore has been evacuated. Half the eastern seaboard is without power.
They've obviously been studying us and our power grid in great detail.
How long before the spear's in D.C.?
We've extrapolated this all based on its movement since its arrival.
How did you figure out the path?
All right. I believe that in the slow walking.
I'm from Philippines. Neil.
And it's going to be gathering data all the way, as you said, Dr. Morrow.
2 hours and 7 minutes until it reaches this exact location, sir.
Then, that'll be the showdown. Captain Jaffe, Dr. Morrow, the CERN plan is a failure. We need you here in D.C. to formulate a new plan of attack, if you are willing.
Oh
Yes, sir.
yes.
Rain 1 is in room. Thank you.
Yes, I'm from Philippines. And I live in Isabela province.
We have to be in DC ASAP.
Yes.
My here. You heard these guys? Half the eastern seaboard is without power.
Do you have Jollibee?
I'll send a detailed
I eat
rescue
Jollibee
on the way to DC.
every
Captain, I have to get my kids. No,
every month.
we need to get to Washington. I will send soldiers to retrieve your family. That's not good enough. Those army guys are out there doing army
What's
stuff.
your name?
Guaranteed.
Nathaniel. Nathaniel, my name.
Fine.
Neil.
You get into that chopper to Washington right now. And I will get your kids, I swear. Thank you, Captain Jackie. Sean. Thank you, Sean.
It's approaching the outskirts of the city, sir.
All of DC has been evacuated. All non-essential personnel have been moved to a safer location.
Mr. President, we should
25.
consider moving to a secure location.
I'm 25.
as well.
I agree, sir. Dr. Morrow, Captain Jaffe just checked in.
I'm 25 Neil.
Thank you, sir.
And
Very
you?
grateful.
How old are you, Neil?
That's why I voted for you, sir.
Dr. Devlin reports that the fleet hasn't
You
moved.
older than me or
It's definitely made for this year.
not?
Sir, Joint Special Operations have arranged for experimental railguns.
Sorry
to be
for
deployed
my
within
English.
5 hours.
5 hours?
They're installed on our destroyers. That's how long it's going to take to unmount them and fly them to this location.
How long until the spear gets here?
An hour and 52
Okay.
minutes, sir.
Is there any branch of the military that can deploy something?
No, sir. Nothing that wouldn't hurt us as much as it hurt them.
You gotta give me something. Anything. There's gotta be
You have
something.
a
You are
grand-
missing
grandson.
something, General.
Give me 15 minutes, sir. I believe I may have some.
Leanne, something's coming.
It's the sphere. We gotta go now.
Visit
It's not the street.
Philippines.
It's Dad.
Adam!
Orphan in the Philippines.
Dad! Dad!
Hang on! Don't get too close!
We're gonna move.
Where's Dad?
He's doing his job. Mine is to keep you safe. Move. Let's go. Come on. Go. Let's go, kids. Come on. Move.
Wait, we need to go back. We left our stuff.
Grab that and hold on.
Adam, it doesn't matter. Buy new stuff.
Should be a fun ride. Now remember, up until this point, the sphere plowed through a dozen
Olanga, Colombo.
and then suddenly it slows down.
Colombo, your city?
Why?
The electrical discharge from the transformers.
Yes.
Why there?
Because it's. Now, it took me forever to notice this, but they have no potential reasons.
Doctor, what are we looking
For two, there's a blur distortion here. And then frame A, it's gone. That's easy. Loose, but the fact is, the sphere is sharp up until here, and it goes soft at this point, right as it plows through the buildings.
And this means what exactly?
It means
Thank you for watching my live.
That's the attenuation
Yeah.
of light through an intense magnetic
Dande,
field.
Mia.
and that's the critical point.
More blessing to come.
doesn't have it on all the time.
Why not? I can answer that. It's a major power trip.
Precisely. You need something strong enough to shrug off all the stuff you've been throwing at it. That requires massive amount of energy. So I've combed through all the available video footage I could find and every interaction with the sphere. On, off, on, off, on, off. It's subtle, but it's unmistakably there. Clear interaction between photons and an electromagnetic field strong enough to pull them off course.
Why didn't we see this before?
We're too far away. Frankly, too busy evading explosions.
Well, we wouldn't have caught it at all if you and Captain Jaffe hadn't risked your lives to report the attack.
Footage of those news helicopters captured was instrumental. Sir, I believe we might have a possible turning point.
Explain. You gotta explain that, Doctor.
Sir, every time we attack this thing, it turns on its force field. Anytime it wants to bulldoze something, it turns on its force field. I think that maybe, it's vulnerable when its field is not on.
But what about New York, when you hit it with a laser?
You already had all your assault weapons on the field. All I did was ring the bell around one.
He's right. That spear engaged every piece of ordnance we threw at it. Look out our Black Ops, our F-35s, our tanks, our mobile artillery.
And it kept moving inland for more. Everything that this thing does is either a weapons test or an assets crippler.
Power grid infrastructure.
Correct.
All right, so how do we use this now?
Okay, we know the unexpected surge from the power plant caught it by surprise, and it stopped short before it could turn the field back on and protect it.
So it's only active when a threat is perceived.
Otherwise, it conserves power.
So we need to isolate it and throw something we can't see and prepare for.
We might be able to penetrate its defenses.
What can we throw at this that we haven't already?
What about an EMF?
Yes. Yes, our own electromagnetic field.
I mentioned that because the White House has a lot of pulse generators in its surrounding buildings in case of any attacks.
Well, if we could use those, we could possibly set up a trap. Find an area where we can bombard it with EMF pulses. We can catch it by surprise, weaken its shielding, disrupt it.
How do you get it into the trap? Which thing?
That's the easy part, sir. You know exactly where it's going and how it's getting.
Speaking of going, where are my kids?
The Dr. Whitney is the captain checking.
Yes, the captain has brought your kids to his parents' home in Pennsylvania. Then they're going to head to Tobyhanna Army Depot.
Okay. Commandeer all resources necessary to implement this plan, Mr. Secretary.
What do we do once the spear has been stunned?
Blow it up.
No, nothing you hit it with affects it. We don't know what will work.
We haven't thrown everything at it yet.
Are you suggesting we go nuclear on it?
No, absolutely not. We need to isolate it and throw everything we got left at it. Cluster, combustible, chemical, whatever.
How do you isolate a floating ball?
I don't know, Dr. Morrow, why don't you tell me?
Enough. We need ideas, okay? In the meantime, let's just work on getting this EMF in place.
The bunkers. The underground bunkers in the White House. Are they... Do we have access to those?
It's not like that, Dr. Morrow.
Okay, but if we can find a place along the sphere's path aligned with the underground maze of bunkers, then we can...
I'm not following you, Doc.
Okay, look, I know I'm not from here, but I know there are bunkers here. Someplace where the senators and the president go to be safe, right?
Yes, there is.
Okay, we find a place along the sphere's path, we open one up, create a hole, and then we bombard it with the EMF blast. It falls into this concrete area, and then you, General, you go at it. You just hit it with everything you've got, all right? Full court press, kitchen sink, whole 9 yards, everything you got, but no nukes.
That's your plan. All right, let's make this happen.
Really?
Good, bad, it's the only plan I'm hearing in this room right now.
You're right, Mr. President. We'll survey the area for the best site right away.
Good. You have only about 80 minutes.
Get the demolition team ready.
3 with you.
4 to be short. Once it's in, we isolate it, and we throw everything we've got at it.
Dr. Morrow?
Simultaneous attack combined with EMF bombardment? It's battle where we might stand a chance. But we'll only have seconds, if that much, before it turns back on its defenses.
We should move to the fallout shelter beneath the Capitol building. We'll be much safer there.
Agreed. Let's go, everyone, now.
Good job, Dr. Morrow.
Now, it's right at Lafayette Square. It's the perfect place.
It's so damn close to the White House.
It's indirect path, sir. We're gonna have plenty of room.
All right, look, no one is gonna miss Andrew Jackson's statue, so go ahead, blow that up.
Our EMF generators will be deployed here, 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 and here.
Now, the sphere is gonna destroy the White House. We're gonna weaken the sphere with an EMF pulse blast, and then blow a crater open, drop the sphere into the hole, and then what?
A squadron of F-15s from Langley and Sizemore Johnson will target the sphere with the Sidewinder missiles.
But the sphere has been turned to ballistic missiles